Let's spill some tea about myself. Ooh, that's hot. What's up, beautiful people? It's a rainy day. I probably just woke up maybe like an hour ago, sipping on some tea, and I'm going to tell you guys a story that I'm just not that proud of. Okay, so I always told myself I would never talk about this on YouTube, but I'm kind of feeling Beyonce. I'm kind of feeling make lemonade out of lemons. You know, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So whatever. It was years ago. I was 16. It was high school. Totally different person now. Don't judge me, guys. If y'all are my friends like I think you are, you're not gonna judge me. So let's just get into it, shall we? So sophomore year, 16. Some backstory to the actual day of the fight that I got into. So I was dating a boy named Chris, we'll call him, for about like a year, on and off, crazy roller coaster, stupid high school relationship. And there was a girl named, we'll call her Samantha because that's all I can think of right now. But Samantha was like his girl from the past, his ex-girl. And Samantha did not like me. No, she didn't. Samantha did not like Casey for dating Chris. Man, high school is so dumb, and I can't believe I'm telling the internet about this story. But whatever, we're grown now. We're way past this, right? Right? Okay, Casey, shut up and talk at the same time. Just get it out. Tell the story. Basically, I mentioned this in my Q&A, which is why I'm making this video. I was like online bullied for about a year by this girl, and I don't really count it because, I mean, it was technically online bullying. You know, this was back in MySpace and AIM and stuff. She used to like harass me and send me messages, and she just like was kind of obsessive. It sounds kind of how it sounds, but whatever. Remember when Formspring was a thing and like Ask.fm or whatever? Like she would just blow up my Formspring and stuff with just like questions. I knew they were all from her about me and Chris, and like all of it's just really childish stuff. All of it though, like I didn't really care. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if it's online bullying if you don't give a fuck. Because I really didn't. I wasn't jealous of her. I didn't like envy anything she had. I mean, I didn't even really know this girl. So for her to like really hate me and be out to get me, I was just like, okay, get in the back of the line, lady. Just kidding, relax. Man, this is really crazy to talk about. This is hard. For about a year, she's like harassing me and saying all this stuff, right? And I don't really care. And then spring, sophomore year, I don't really know what like triggered it or what took it to like a physical level. Like I never like fought back or came back at her or said like, you know what, then fight me then. Like I never took it there because I'm just not a fighting person. Like I'm such a level-headed person. I'm not a hothead at all. It takes so much for me to even get mad, but I'm never at a point where I want to harm somebody or hurt something. Like it's just not my character. But anyway, sorry, I'm dwelling on the story. There's like a rumor that starts going around the high school saying that Samantha really wants to fight me. There's like all week I've been hearing it, and there's a half day at the end of the week, and they're like, on the half day she's going to fight you or whatever, and I'm just like, okay. Like, all right, we'll see if that happens. Like I didn't have any emotions towards it because I just was like, if it happens, like, all right. If it doesn't, all right. It wasn't like a game changer for me. So all week long, I hear that half day comes on Friday, right? And we don't have lunch at my high school on half days. I think most high schools are like that. And so after the day is done, I'm like, well, she didn't approach me all day in school. I don't know if she's trying to come at me afterward, but I'm going to Taco Bell. A Crunchwrap Supreme has my name on it. So me and my group of friends start walking towards Taco Bell. It was like a thing. Every half day people walk to Burger King or Taco Bell, McDonald's, whatever, trash food, yeah. So we're on our way to Taco Bell, and I noticed that the group I'm with is just getting bigger and bigger, and high school kids are dumb and bored and stupid, and they want to see a fight, okay? They want to see a fight. High school kids are dumb and bored. And I'm like, why is the group like building? Like more and more kids just started joining our group. And to this day, I really don't know who did this or how it happened, but somebody told her where I was. I won't say that I was necessarily set up because I was kind of like prepared for it. Once the group started getting bigger, it's like, I'm probably gonna see Samantha or something, right? Like what's going on? Like I was really aware of what was happening. I won't say I was like set up necessarily, but somebody definitely told her where I was. I did not tell her where I was. And so she pulls up. We are almost at Taco Bell, mind you. Almost at that Crunchwrap Supreme. She pulls up, anticipation, and she gets out of her car with her best friend. And mind you, I'm still not angry. I have no anger towards this girl at all. Almost forgot to mention, I'm not dating the boy Chris at this time. We had been dating for like about a year, but we had broken it off maybe like a couple months before this has happened. But she still was like, I hate you. Really stupid, right? Like I wasn't even dating the boy anymore. Mind you, the group of kids that was once like 4 or 5 of us is now like at least 20, 25 people. At least it felt like it. Maybe I'm being dramatic, I don't know. But it was definitely at least 20 kids. And they're all standing around like waiting for this fight to go down. I remember telling her, I remember saying this because this is how stupid high school is. I was like, you gotta call me a bitch or something because I'm not angry, like I'm not mad, I don't want to fight you. Like I remember saying that and I was like, it's not like I don't want to fight you, but I like don't care enough to fight you. It's just not, I'm a lover, not a fighter. And high school's stupid, and I remember she did end up calling me a bitch. It's just so stupid. It's so dumb. Like I asked somebody to call me a bitch and they did. How dumb does that sound? So we're just like standing there like kind of squared off, I guess, just like looking at each other, and she's like kind of talking shit and I'm just like kind of talking shit back, but not really. I'm just like, so what do you want to do? Like, do you want to fight or like do you not want to do this? Because like the energy of this situation was not at a level of like, fight me, come on, fight me. It wasn't like, it was so calm. Like everyone was just like waiting. It was like staged practically because people love fights in World Star and it's stupid. But sorry, that's the last time I'll say it was stupid. And I do remember right kind of before we were about to get into it, someone pointed out like, yo, she's got keys in her hand. And this girl had keys in her hand. This girl was about to damage my face, guys. Like, what were you, she was really gonna fight dirty. This girl had a little bit of issues. But we're not even gonna get into that. I wish her the best, honestly. I wish her the best in life right now. I don't even care. So someone takes her keys, like out of her hand. I'll be honest, a lot of it I blacked out. I don't remember a lot, but I just remember her starting to walk towards me and I just threw the first punch because my brothers always taught me like never let them get the first punch. Always throw the first punch. So I did. And guys, if you've never been in a fight before, or you're like me who's just a super reserved, cool-headed, not hot-headed person who doesn't fight and thinks fighting is so stupid. I lied, I said it again, didn't I? You know how hard it is to punch somebody in the face hard? Especially when you're not angry. Like if you have no anger towards them. I mean, I think I won this fight, to be honest. At least that's what everyone tells me around. But I don't think I nearly used the strength that I like am capable of, because I like to punch another person in the face is not an easy thing. Like you gotta really, really be angry to like punch somebody in the face with all your strength. But anyway, Casey, get to the point. Punched her, threw the first punch, threw a little right hook, and this girl kind of like fell into my armpit area and bit. That's right, people, bit my armpit really hard. And I was so confused. I remember everybody was like, is she biting her? And I was just like, yo, get off me. And then I just started swinging. And guys, she didn't throw one punch the whole time. I didn't get punched one time. Honestly, I'm like a little more mad about that than the whole situation. Like my first fight, I didn't even get punched. Really? Come on. But I will say she pulled out so much of my hair. I didn't pull her hair at all, I don't think. We're gonna fight, but all back here, like this whole section of my hair ripped out. Like I had like a bald patch right there. It was so bad. I remember after the fight just seeing my hair all over the street. It was so much hair. So she's like pulling my hair and I'm punching. Somehow or another, I'll demonstrate how the positioning was. So I'm in my pajamas, by the way. I'm like over her. I guess my leg was like up like this. So my leg's like up like this and I'm over her punching, right? This girl bites my thigh, bites the skin off. That's gross. You might throw up. I'm sorry. Right here is where she bit. The scars right there. I can always like feel it. Is that weird? Like, do you have a scar and you like know where exactly it is? She's biting my thigh. And I'm like, I remember, I was like, this bitch is biting me. I remember saying that. And at that point, I was like, get her off me, yo. Get her off me. Get her the fuck off. Like, I was just like losing it because I just couldn't believe. Sorry, my phone is getting blown up. Leave me alone. I couldn't believe she was biting me. She bit like deep, guys. It wasn't like a little or like a hickey. Like, no, I bled. That's the kind of individual I was fighting. We are making lemonade in here. That's why I wore yellow. Not really, it just kind of happened. Yeah, we get dragged apart, and I remember the first thing I said, I was like, is my face okay? And my friends were like, yeah, she didn't even touch your face. I remember I had bloody knuckles, my hair had been ripped out. I think my knees were a little scratched up because I was just like over top of her. And I had a bite mark here and a bite mark on my thigh. I remember not really knowing if I won, to be honest, because I ended up getting taken to the hospital because, oh, I didn't tell you guys, but we were in like a suburban area. There's plenty of houses around, like, yeah, it was not a place to fight. Not that there is a place to fight, but that was like the worst place to fight. And I remember my mom coming into the room and I'm like sitting there on the hospital bed, and she thought a dog attacked me. She really thought a dog bit me, because it looked like it really did. Like I had bite marks, my hair was ripped out, I had like scratches on me. And a fun fact, I fought this girl 20 yards maybe from where my mom got into her first fist fight. Isn't that crazy? Like in the same exact area my mom got into her first fist fight. She beat that girl up. I don't think I beat this girl up the way that girl got beat up. But anyway, and if you're wondering how my parents and family and whatever reacted to this incident, they were all very proud of me. I mean, they were really, like, everyone was really in disbelief that this girl bit me. I mean, I had a huge bruise on my thigh. I have pictures that I'm not gonna show you guys, but oh my god, it was so nasty. I don't even know if it necessarily like hurt really that bad, because you know, adrenaline rush, so I didn't really feel it initially. Maybe the next day it did, I don't really remember, but it was more like just damaging. Like, it's just such a severe thing to be bit by another human. Like, I don't think you understand how crazy that is. So we were all kind of just like, you know, sad that that happened, but my family, and especially my oldest brother Nick, I remember, was just so proud of me. They were just like, you stood your ground, Case, like you did it. And I'm not condoning fighting and saying you should go fight that girl that's bullying you. Don't do that. It's so childish of a thing to do, and nothing really gets resolved. It was kind of honestly like a big turning point in my high school life and life in general, because I feel like I looked at the world very like innocently before then, and I didn't really think the world could be so cruel, which sounds really dramatic, but it was more because, I mean, not only did I get into this crazy fight, like I got bit, and I still have a scar to this day. Almost gone, but it's still there. But my friends at the time recorded it. They like filmed it, because high school kids are stupid, like we said 8 times. And I just thought that was a really low thing to do. Like, I don't think I would record my friends getting in a fight. I'm not saying jump into my fight, but like, you're gonna record me getting bit and then show it off to everybody? Like, I thought that was really, really low. So after it happened, I kind of like went reclusive and I didn't trust anybody. I remember I just felt really like this. Like, I don't know how else to explain it, but I just felt like closed. Like, fuck all y'all. Watched me get bit and recorded it and then like showed it around like it was some entertainment. Like, I'm supposed to be your friend? What? That kind of was a big turning point for me, and I'm really happy it happened though. Is that crazy? Like, it was so stupid and like really shouldn't have happened, but it like gave me a realistic view of life. And to be a little bit more defensive as a person. I remember the year afterward being in that fight, I was really defensive towards everybody. Like, I was just so quick to like rebuttal to people if they questioned anything about my life. I remember I was just like angry for like a year. I know that's like really dramatic, but I couldn't believe like that happened, because it was so out of my character. Oh, and I didn't mention I got suspended for 3 days afterward. Not on school grounds, guys. Really stupid. And I don't know, I just was like, this isn't supposed to happen to me. Also, I remember, just one little last side note. I remember after my suspension, by the way, being suspended is not that bad, but after my suspension, I remember coming back to school and I had like a big gauze pad or strip or whatever, like taped to my thigh to cover up the bruise. And I remember I wore a skirt, and I was a little hotty-toddy sophomore, and it was not that long of a skirt. So it was like mid-thigh-ish. And I remember you could like see the gauze strip a little bit. And I remember just coming back to school after my suspension, just walking so proudly down the hallways like, ask me about it, please, I dare you. No one really did, because I feel like I didn't want it to be, like, I wanted it to die. I wanted the situation to just die. I was like, this is over with, this chapter is over with. I finally fought this girl that has been harassing me for like a year. Let's move on, friends. But I do remember a couple people like asking me if they could see the bruise, and I just felt really badass to show it off. Is that really immature? Yeah. You know, life went on, and that was my first fist fight, guys. I was 16. I would never condone fighting to anyone. You know, handle things maturely in a non-violent way. That was that. I can't believe I told the internet about that. Yeah, wow. I'm gonna just... okay. Hopefully you all don't judge me ridiculously. Alright guys, but if you do like my story times, maybe I'll tell some more. I don't know if I have any more interesting, really crazy stories that I want to share with the internet. Let me know in the comments though. Let me know. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.